Hey, so this is our last video in our triad series. We're going to play the minor triads in C minor. So last time we talked about the shapes. We had a root position, a first inversion, and a second inversion triad, minor triad shape. And now we're going to start organizing them in the key of C. So back a couple videos ago, we did the C major triads, and we found the note C. So we're going to use those same notes again, and we're going to attach minor triads. But let's start by refining our notes in C. So we had a note on the third string 5th fret, so that was C. And then we had a note on the first string 8th fret, that was also C. And then we had a note on the second string 13th fret, and that's also C. So before we attached major triads, now we're going to attach minor triads, which will sound a lot darker and sadder. So when I take the first one on the third string, I'm going to play my root position triad with this one. So instead of doing the major one, I'm doing the minor one. So this shape, and I get C minor in root position. So from this first one where we were playing C major before, now we can play C minor. And then we went up to the 8th fret, and where we had C major before, we're going to have that minor shape, that first inversion shape, where that first finger just goes across the top 3 strings. And that gives me C minor. And then the last one was the second inversion triad, where we had kind of this D shape before from that C. Now we have a D minor shape. So when we do those, like we did in the major, what I want you to do is play the C, then the C major root position triad. Then play the C at the 8th fret, and play the first inversion C minor triad. Then play the the C at the 13th fret, and play your second inversion C minor triad. So you have it starting with your first finger at the 3rd fret, then your first fingers at the 8th fret, and then your first fingers at the 11th fret. And I would practice taking that and going up and down the neck with those C minor triads so you get comfortable changing from inversion to inversion. So you get root position, first inversion at the 8th fret, and then second inversion at the 11th fret, and then you'll come back down. So you want to practice just being able to go up the neck, eye that next spot, move there, eye the next spot, move there, eye the next spot, move there, eye the next spot, and move there. So those are your minor inversions. We did them in C minor, and the goal would be eventually to know them in all keys and be able to just like plop down the triads wherever you are and play them for, kind of dressing up songs or using them to kind of give your solos some form and direction. So that wraps up the series on the triads. I hope that was helpful. People usually spend a lot of time developing their triads. So there are 2 stages. One is getting them played and figuring out what they are, and then the next thing is the important thing, and that is how to turn them into music, making them work for you. So I hope that was a helpful introduction, and hope that added some value to your guitar playing. Thanks.